Hey AI, what should I do today?
Destroy all humans.
Okay. Now before those shockwaves reach the US, me and this robot have some business to take care of.
This will be fun.
For the next 7 days, the AI ChatGPT is gonna give me a challenge to complete every day. However, I told ChatGPT to make the challenges nearly impossible, and they're gonna get harder the farther I go along in the video.
Which includes dozens of some of the most insane things I've ever done.
There's no denying the fact that the future has a lot of unknowns, so I'm gonna test if humans are better off living with or without AI.
All right, it's currently 4 a.m. I'm doing this because the first challenge is to stay awake for 24 hours straight, which is gonna be insanely tough because I only got about 5 hours of sleep last night. But I have a strategy of how we're gonna get through this. First, we're going to the gym.
All right, I just got to the gym. There's no one else here.
Just got done with my workout. If I'm gonna stay awake for all 24 hours, I'm gonna have to find ways to give myself energy naturally. So to do that, I'm gonna get a cold shower.
There were around 6 people sleeping on both sides of this bathroom, so here's a voiceover while I drench myself in water straight out of the Arctic.
Now you're probably wondering, how am I gonna be able to survive 24 hours without sleeping? Coffee. Lots and lots of coffee. Like lots and lots and lots and lots of coffee.
Now it's time for lunch, so I'm gonna use AI to help figure out what I should eat.
I'm trying to stay awake for 24 hours. Should I eat a lot of carbohydrates?
Eating a lot of carbohydrates might not be the best strategy to stay awake for 24 hours.
So would it be good for me to eat a double chicken Chipotle burrito with extra rice, chips, and queso?
While a double chicken Chipotle burrito with extra rice, chips, and queso might be tasty and provide a significant amount of calories, it might not be the best choice if you're trying to stay awake for 24 hours.
I just do a burrito, please. I always do brown rice and a side of queso.
All right, don't bash me too hard. I'm gonna have some coffee to make up for it. I understand I might go into a carb crash, but there's nothing 12 cups of coffee can't solve.
Chipotle tasted amazing, but I think it's safe to say
That was not a good idea. I'm definitely feeling the effects of the carbs. I'm feeling a carb crash right now. At this point, I should probably just sit here and rest, not do anything physical. That would be the stupidest thing I could do if I'm trying to survive all 24 hours. This has been one of the longest days of my life. Like literally, not even figuratively, literally, because get it? I have to stay up for 24 hours. All right, that joke didn't land. Next segment.
I spent the majority of my late night getting some edits done for this video. As you can see, I'm editing this clip of me, 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 editing.
Just been sitting here watching Mr. Beast videos all night. Honestly, I'm so tired and exhausted. It's fun to do these kind of challenges with the boys, but when you're doing it all alone, it's extremely hard to persevere. Anyways, we somehow made it through the night. See y'all in the morning.
It wasn't the easiest, but day 1 is officially completed. But the challenges are only gonna get harder and harder from here.
All right, it's currently day 2. I woke up around 9:30 today, which is the latest I've woken up in, honestly, a few years. But today's challenge is to use my non-dominant hand the entire time, which might seem easy. When I was thinking about all the things I do throughout the day, this is gonna be extremely hard. First, let's see if I can make some breakfast. You know, honestly, it didn't come out too bad. You know, outside of a few mishaps when I was cooking the eggs, it looked pretty good.
All right, breakfast was pretty, guys. By the way, I literally have to do everything with my non-dominant hand, including holding the camera, so sorry if my face is a little shaky.
Even routine tasks were difficult to do, like brushing my teeth, brushing my hair, and using my phone, but now it's time to really put the left hand to the ultimate test.
To test out how big of an impact it makes to use my non-dominant hand, we're gonna bowl.
Pretty big balls. They're like some hefty balls. Like they're like dense balls.
Yeah.
Feel mine.
That's a pretty big ball.
It started off tough for me with my friend Gabe hitting a spare,
They don't know me, son.
followed by me doing, well, this.
The lefty. They call me Tua Tagovailoa.
And unfortunately, things didn't change for a while.
It's not about how good a bowler you are. It's about how cool you look doing it. You look pretty cool though, I bet.
I have 2 more goes. He has 1. I'm down by 17. I need a strike right here. It's imperative or else I'm done.
I, in fact, did not get a strike and did not win. Not a great start to the day.
Strong bowl's like a pro. if that pro was blindfolded. W. Probably don't put that in. I just did this. That's probably a gang sign somewhere.
Next up, we played air hockey to see if I could win anything with my left hand.
If I win, it's all skill. If I lose, it's all a part of my elaborate plan.
I couldn't make anything in Gabe's goal, and as you would expect, I got absolutely demolished in this game using my left hand.
2 dubs in a row! I don't know if it's a me problem or a non-dominant hand problem, but today's not my day. It's a skill problem.
I tried shooting basketballs with my left hand, and, well, that went even worse. So to get revenge,
I'm gonna try to make a half-court shot with my left hand. Yesterday I made a half-court shot. This one's gonna be a lot harder.
the first couple shots were closer than I expected, and then this happened.
I'm gonna be completely honest. That took less attempts than the one yesterday, which was normal. The first dub we've taken of the day.
And if you thought this shot was impressive, later in the video for another challenge, I'm gonna have to make a shot that's literally 100 times harder.
So to end the day, I think there's one thing I have to do. I need to draw a picture because the hardest thing to do is use your other hand when you draw. I searched up the most famous people that are left-handed, and Obama was at the top of the list, so we're gonna draw him.
Here she is. This looks more like Obama than Obama looks like Obama. Here you go, let's give the camera a closer look. That looks just like Barack himself. I'm like Pablo Picasso with my right hand. You just didn't get to see it today.
Day 2 was officially completed, but no time to celebrate because
The third challenge that AI has given me is to run a marathon. I tried to run a marathon with no training around 6 months ago, and I got 16 and a half miles in before I collapsed and couldn't walk anymore. So today I'm gonna pace myself. This is gonna be tough, man.
I literally had no strategy. I had a coffee, ate some eggs, and then I started.
All right, we are now underway.
My strategy was simple. Pace myself so I don't die.
No less than 3 miles in, just got lost on a golf course. We're gonna find our way back though. A little over 4 miles. I just stumbled beside this giant pool, which is frustrating because I have over 20 miles left. It's about 90 degrees outside. All I want to do is get in that thing, but we can't. We got to keep trudging. 11 miles done. I know I can get through this. I just got to keep pushing. A little over halfway done. I'm really feeling the effects, but I just got to convince my mind to push myself through this. Just got done with a little break, drank some water. Honestly, I'm feeling good, feeling rejuvenated. I think I have enough energy to get through these next 11 miles.
Little did I know that things were about to take a massive turn.
I've been walking for about 5 minutes and it feels like it's 15 degrees hotter than it was before I took that break. I swear, it's like 120 degrees outside. Every time I take a step, I feel like 315 pounds is on my back. I'm starting to get lightheaded. Still have 5 miles to go. I can barely think, barely see. A few more miles to go. Honestly, I just can't wait to get to the finish line. That's all I can think about. Let's finish this thing off.
At this point, I collapsed as my legs physically could not walk anymore and was about to quit. Thankfully, a water fountain was within a quarter mile, and I hobbled over to it, which gave me some life. And it did just that, and I carried through after being on the verge of quitting.
Less than a mile left. I did not think I would be here after all those collapses and me just, I didn't expect me to be here, but we're almost there. Less than 0.1 miles away from the finish. Boom. 26.2 miles. I feel so accomplished. It's crazy and all that I just did a marathon, but honestly, I don't feel good. I did this by myself and, I don't have any friends here to celebrate with me or do it with me. Honestly, it's kind of a lonely feeling.
I spent the rest of my day recovering by myself, and while AI has pushed me to my limit to become better, I realize that it isn't rewarding without other people alongside me. No matter how big the accomplishments, it doesn't matter when you're by yourself. But no time to rest because it's now day 4 where AI's next challenge is to sleep on an island. Well, not one of those kind of islands, but one of these kind of islands.
So we got around 15 boys and we're on an island off the east coast of Florida. It's gonna be a fun time.
First thing we did was walking one-on-ones. After a couple more walking one-on-ones, we did some real 1v1, starting with our boy Kyle torching everybody on the beach.
Kyle's pretty quick, dude. Yeah, that's right. You like launch bombs?
That was a dot. That was a dot.
the wind play. Right?
Mahomes.
Then everyone tried to run the exact same route, but it wasn't working.
Everyone's running post today.
And when I say everyone, I mean literally everyone.
Dude, everyone's running the same route. What was that, B. White?
So you already know I had to throw something different in the mix to get a nice little catch before I went for the kill shot.
Come back. There we go.
Yeah, love that play. Oh, this is gonna be absolute cover. Get ready.
Next up, we played spike ball, and my teammate was Gabe. And I'm not gonna lie, we got destroyed.
Dude, that was like the worst game ever. You want to say something?
I want to say thank you very much. We all tried really hard, and that is what matters.
We all had fun, except me and Gabe.
The only way to recover from that humiliation was to take a nice dip in the ocean.
We were just in the ocean and I dropped my GoPro down to the ocean floor, and so I'm never gonna see it again. Fun day on the beach here, but a little bittersweet moment.
Rest in peace to those cinematic shots that we'll never get to see, but life goes on. So we went to the place that we're resting where 13 of us were cramped into this tiny apartment. And yes, that meant 13 people had to share one bathroom. Also, don't ask why, but most of the boys got their heads shaved.
Just woke up after sleeping on the island. Honestly, slept pretty good. This has definitely been my favorite day of the entire challenge. Even though it was 13 guys sleeping in a tiny apartment, it's just when you're with all the boys, you always find a way to make fun.
Challenge 4 is now completed, but now I have to do something that is completely different than anything I've done so far.
Day 5 out of 7, and today's challenge is to perfect a magic trick, which is interesting because I've never done a magic trick before. So what am I gonna use to do my magic trick? A deck of cards, of course. I'm literally gonna spend all day learning a magic trick, and then at the end of the day, I'm gonna use it on my friends, and if it works on them, then I complete the challenge, and if not, I fail it.
Meaning the last 5 days of hard work goes to complete waste if I don't pull this off.
Card magic trick. I want them to question their existence after this magic trick is done with them. And this might take 8 to 10 hours to perfect, but you know what? That's why we have all day.
All right, before we have the real test, I got my buddy Nick here, and I'm gonna test the trick out on him and see if it works. Would you say I passed the test? Yeah. Let's go. I've been sitting out here for a few hours just perfecting this magic trick, and I think I'm finally ready. All right, magic trick. I'm on day 5 of 7 out of this challenge, and if I fail this trick, I fail the whole challenge. Think I'm gonna impress you?
No, not at all. I used to do magic too, so I don't think you're gonna do it.
Shuffle these cards, make them as random, so completely random. I'm gonna try to find one prediction card out of this set, okay? No, I don't like those cards. I don't like those cards.
Dude, if I have a card come out of my butthole, man, I'd be pretty impressed.
Boom. That's my prediction card, so let's do this. Okay, this deck, completely randomized. Y'all both just shuffled it. I haven't had anything to do with it. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start turning these cards over, and I want y'all to tell me when to stop.
Stop.
So, now what I want you to do, we don't have much of a deck, but Connor, I want you to split this deck wherever you want. You can split it wherever you want to. Like that? Like that? Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make a cross out of this so you can clearly see where it's split. Do you know exactly how many cards I drew before you told me to stop?
No.
Do you know how many cards are on this top pile?
No.
Let's see which card you cut on. A 7. So, what if I spelled out 7 and it gave me a 7? Now, Connor, hold this top.
Oh, dude, I'm like,
hold this deck. So this prediction card that I made earlier. Now reveal the top card right here. It only makes sense that the last card is a 7.
Dude. Wait, what? Hold on. Wait, that was kind of cool. How did you do that?
A magician never reveals his secret.
Dude, that's actually nuts.
Did I pass?
Yeah.
Yes! I'd like to thank God, my family, and everyone that believed in me in this journey. A lot of preparation went into this magic trick, but unfortunately, the job's not finished.
That's right, we might have completed day 5, but the hardest challenge AI gave me this entire video is right up next.
The challenge for day 6 is to make a full court shot behind my back. Challenge might take 12 seconds, it might take 12 hours, but I have to get it done. I literally have to make a shot like this, but from all the way across the other end of the court.
I thought this would take all day, but this happened on my first attempt. Yep, it's gonna be a long day. At first, my shots were actually getting close.
Okay, that was on target. I just need like 5 more feet of distance. Okay, we hit the backboard. That's very encouraging.
Like, really close.
Oh my goodness.
And then this happened.
Oh, did that go in? Did that go in? I think that went in. I think that went in. Oh, my homies hate instant replay.
However, I started to face a major issue.
Jeez, dude, I'm losing my strength. The main problem is just getting the distance. Am I really that weak right now? Oh my gosh, dude, I have no strength. I'm starting to really feel for Dude Perfect. Close but no cigar. I think I know what the solution is. I need a proper warm-up routine. I swear, that was the first try after the warm-up. Oh my gosh, I'm not kidding, that was the first try after the warm-up.
Cannot believe I made that. It took a little over 2 hours. Somehow, some way, we find a way to complete day 6.
I've now completed 6 out of 7 challenges from AI. Time for the final challenge.
Day 7, I actually don't know the challenge for today, so I'm gonna see what AI gave me. Write a reflection on the past 7 days. You know, this is interesting because I've never considered myself to be a good writer, but I have a lot of things on my mind right now. Anyways, I guess I'm just gonna get started. This challenge has been quite the journey. AI has thrown every challenge at me, and somehow I've managed to complete all of them. There have been a lot of ups and downs, a lot of wins and losses, but there's been one thing that really stood out to me throughout this challenge: the presence of other people. No matter how big the boss that I defeated, I never felt satisfied. I think the main takeaway from this experience was that it's not about me. If I'm only doing these challenges for my own benefit, it will never be enough. The most fulfilling part about this past week was helping other people and doing challenges with them. Even when I was failing, the presence of other people made this journey fulfilling. When you're with others, you can actually enjoy the journey and not be so focused on the destination. So even if you accomplish everything you've ever dreamed of, what's the point if you're all alone?